Right, I'm talking to you now. Are you thinking, what am I to do next? I've done uni, what is my next step? Then keep watching, because I'm going to go through exactly the mindset shifts that happen, or that you need, the steps that you can take after you've done your degree and you're now out into the big wide world. So I'm going to tell you in this video the mindset shifts that you can take and the steps that you can take after you've done your degree in psychology and or criminology. So my number one tip is just relax, like stop everything, because if you have been studying pretty much straight, you know, you've been at school, you've done GCSEs, then A-levels, then you went straight to uni without a stop. Yeah, okay, fair enough, summer holidays. But that's like constant stress, constant studying, constant on the go. Sometimes we don't always need to be looking for the next thing straight away. Yeah, we might be fed that, yeah, it's time to do a master's now, it's time to get out there, get a job. But, you know, there is no rush. It might seem like there's a rush to quickly get all the jobs because they're going to go, or there's a rush to, you know, get into a master's course. Like, just slow down a bit and think, well, I can enjoy this free time. You know, let me just figure out, give myself some space and think, okay, I've got all this time ahead of me now. You don't need to rush into anything. If anything, you know, use that time to research what kind of careers you might want to do. Use that time to catch up with any hobbies that you let slide, or, you know, just catch up with being you if you let things slide when you were at uni, when you were stressed out. Like, figure out what is it that triggers you when you are getting stressed out, because those same things will carry on through into your career if not dealt with. So you've got to you're continually growing. You know, you're not the same person that you were when you were doing your GCSEs or your A-levels, and you're not going to be the same person in 10 years. But you need to very much be aware of what is it, like when you were doing your dissertation, your assessments, when you was at uni. Obviously this year's not been a normal year, but the things that are like really getting to you now and making you feel anxious, overwhelmed, those same things, or like that, will still show up when you're working. So kind of give yourself the opportunity to just pause for a bit. The next thing is have a bit of fun now. You know, you may be in a position where you do need finances, you know, everybody needs money. But, you know, maybe just do like a casual, easy job. So when I left uni, I was maybe in a similar position to you. So I did feel like I needed money just to live. So I carried on my job. I was working at a gym. I carried on that. And then I got like a job in Costa Coffee. And then I got a job in Nationwide, you know, call centre. Just something to get me money. There were other young people there, my age. There was no responsibility. You know, it was a kind of 9 to 5. I could enjoy the weekends, that kind of thing. It gave me enough money while I researched what jobs I wanted to do and looking for other jobs. Then I didn't feel under pressure that, oh, I need to find a big top job now. So I kind of took that pressure off myself. 2 is figure out what responsibilities you have or even want to have. So like some of you may have responsibilities to like financially look after your family, or rent to pay. Looking back from where I was when I left uni, I didn't have any responsibilities. I had a boyfriend, that was it. You know, I could have made any choice. You know, I could have gone traveling. I wasn't tied down to a particular location. So think about that. Think about when you're leaving uni, what are you tied down to? And you know, you could go anywhere. This one is continual growth. So again, it wasn't really something I was consciously thinking about back then, but it is something now. You are continually growing. University isn't it. Like I thought, oh, university, that's it now, I'm done with studying, I'm done with learning, that's it, my closed that door, I'm on to my career now. But actually, you are continually learning and growing as a person. So, you know, there may be space and room for you to learn more. And this is why I feel like doing things in a linear way of, right, checking it off, done uni now, done that, it happens more naturally. Like now that I have been in the career, it's like I want to learn more about working with offenders. So I'm choosing to read, I'm choosing to work on like personal growth. Obviously I've set up my own business. I chose then to learn about that and figure that out. So it's just being aware that you are continually growing. Uni isn't like closing the door on that chapter. Like, be always open to learning and don't force things. So don't, like, say if you're thinking of doing a master's or thinking now to go into the probation officer job, don't force it because you think that is the next step you need to do. Like, again, back to my first point, have that breathing space. So you're going into it enjoying it rather than doing it because you feel you have to do something. And the next point is about expectation versus reality. I expected that just because I got a 2-1 in psychology and criminology, I can now go off and get some top job in London. But that wasn't the reality. You know, you still have to start at the bottom. So I get a lot of questions asking me what kind of experience can I get for a probation officer job. So things like support worker roles. So I applied for quite a few support worker roles for like children's homes, working with young people, working with people who had, who are kind of vulnerable people. So any caring setting, whether that's caring for elderly people, younger people, children, all of that counts. Teaching assistant roles, like call centre roles, like if you're on the call centre for a charity, like domestic violence helpline, suicide helpline, things like that, mind helpline, all of that where you are learning about people by helping them out. All of that is really good opportunity. And it also helps you figure out what kind of people you want to work with, what kind of skills that you want to progress with. So it's not only good for it being on the CV, it's actually genuinely good place to be, to kind of soak it all up and kind of imagine yourself in those kind of bigger roles. It also helps you because in uni, if you haven't had a placement year, you're just reading everything from the books, but actually seeing it real in person, it really does help develop your understanding as well. So I feel like you need that first before you go into kind of a more serious job with responsibility, like probation officer job. One about kind of, this is all kind of mindset as well, is that you don't have to do things alone. Just because you've left uni now, you're not out there on your own. Still seek and get support. So when I left uni, I didn't. It wasn't even in my kind of mind to get help with what I want to do next. So this is why I'm telling you now, because having like a mentor or a coach just to help guide you can really help you talk through what you want to do, where your skill sets are, where maybe you're unsure of things, and just help you grow into that new direction. So I have mentored and coached quite a few students who are like you, have just finished uni, they are unsure about what careers they want to go in. So it's just having someone help you on that journey. You always need support. Even now, like you might have seen it on Instagram, you know, I've got 3 coaches that help me make my decisions, and all the coaches are like in a different kind of area. One is more on personal growth, one is more for like the business strategy, and the other one is more for accountability of like week by week. So don't be afraid to seek support to actually help you figure out what you want to do, whether that's someone who's in the kind of job line that you want to do, or you're in like a support group or mentoring, anything like that. Just to wrap it up, mindset is definitely, you need to be in that mindset of this isn't the end. Give yourself a break, there's no rushing into things, and knowing that there is help and support out there for you as you kind of transition into this new phase of your life. If you've watched my other videos, then you know that I've got an essay skills course. It's called Master Psychology and Criminology, the essay skills course. I created this based on my Master Psychology, the Move On Up formula, which is going through, I've got 4 easy steps that I go through in all of my courses that cover mindset, strategies, techniques, and how to kind of just get that little bit extra. So whether it's more marks or just doing that little thing extra if you're applying or looking for jobs. So with my Master Psychology and Criminology course, I will take you through all the key steps to creating an essay and getting more marks in that essay. I'm doing it in a live group format, so it will be starting in the second week of May. So if you want to sign up, please comment below and I can give you more information. I'll leave all available links for you. If you're interested in having some coaching because you're in the position that I just spoke about, you're finishing uni, you don't know what to do next, then you can book in for a free consultation with me and I'll leave the link below.